Chapter 20, Episode 4. Sarah was having a down day. She was usually too busy to indulge in petty paranoia, but when her mind got in a loop, it was hard to get out of it. She managed her morning workout before being overwhelmed with the idea that something someone said meant something to her. A personal attack. She played it over and over in her head for hours before she finally sent Brains a text message. She made it vague enough to avoid directly accusing him of betrayal. When he answered, she realized she had been in one of her paranoia loops. The rest of the world again became real, and she became the small part of it that she was on her better days. Her mother came into her room and saw her sitting at the edge of her jungle staring out her window. "Are you okay, sweetie?" "I'm having one of those shitty days for no reason. I'm thinking mean thoughts about my friends. Well, up until a few minutes ago. Now I feel drained and stupid." Sarah's mother sat down beside her. Though she usually didn't come into Sarah's room, she often knew when Sarah was down. She put her arm around Sarah. "I feel like an ass when I'm like this." "You are too amazing most of the time, Sarah. An off day helps us to remember you are human." "Am I?" "You are very human, Sarah. A brave and beautiful primate. All humans have monsters in them. Our kind must deal with primal requirements on a very personal level." Sarah smiled. She knew she was a monster like the monster that was her loving mother. Knowing other humans were monsters didn't really make her feel better. "Your dad brought someone for dinner. Would you like to prepare him?" It was a rhetorical question. After sitting for a while watching the city, she kissed her mother and stood up. "I wrote a story, a poem. I'd love to read it." Sarah went into her hut and got the story for her mother. Then she went into the family dining room to turn their guests into food. "Across the barren land did we travel. Our forests had turned to dust. Fuel resources had all been burnt. Our pickup truck reduced to rust. The sky, once clear and blue and shining, had turned to eternal night. Our journey was likened unto a tunnel, too long for there to be a light. Our women were frail and barren, no children in our horde. No goats were in our numbers, all sacrificed to the Lord. We know not where we are going, over the scorching sand. We hold on to the priest's promise of a new paradise land. Yet there are those among us who whisper of their fear. The priests have told us fables, the lies we need to hear. The old among us fail and stumble, lost along the way. We are followed by the vultures that tear our flesh away." Mrs. Prescott read it twice. She liked it. She thought it was an impressive work. But bloody priest, it wasn't the kind of thing one expected from a teenager.